On location portraits using the brand new FJ800. $800 of power for $1,099. Sorry, I stand corrected. And 90 cents. Don't forget the 90 cent. Taxes and tips not included. All right, look, 800 watts of power. This thing is a beast. We're gonna use this outdoor on location. We can do it bare bulb. We can put light modifiers on it, but I'm gonna use a light like this when we are in bright situations. Full sunny days, noon, right, mid-afternoon, not sun setting, where we need a lot of power and high recycle time. So keep this in mind. I don't believe, could stand corrected, let me know in the comments, that there is anything on the market at this price point this powerful. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not only that, we're working with a US company, Westcott, great customer service. Okay, so that being said, here's the scene. I've got, back behind her, I've got this kind of old factory, this gritty look. I love the juxtapose, right, where we've got beautiful girl, beautiful dress, right, in this grungy environment. But I don't want to just expose for her because we're going to end up blowing out that background, blowing out all the clouds. I want to illuminate her correctly and get the background to be dark, moody, dramatic. You are not doing that with a speed light. You're not doing that with natural light. You've got to have a lot of horsepower behind you. So we're going to use this FJ800. I'm going to show you the shot, natural light, and then I'm going to show it to you with flash. And if you want those dark, moody, dramatic portraits, this is how you do it. All right, so they've changed this to a touchscreen, making it much more usable, user-friendly, if you will. Not only is it touchscreen, let's say, well, we need to change the channels here. So now I can just come in here, slide this over to channel 7. That's the one I'm working off of, okay? What group you're working over. But one of the other important features here is, see this little question mark here? They have now incorporated help into the unit. And by doing this, now you've got a built-in help manual without having to go online, explaining what all these features are. So little thing, big difference. But if we're being honest, all we care about is the horsepower, right? Let's get to it. So we are gonna fire this thing, okay? So I'm gonna dial up the power from my trigger. Let me take this shot. I'm gonna take the flash off, and I'm just gonna shoot this. I've got a 7200 here, and I'm just gonna shoot this natural light, okay? So if I wanna properly expose her, you'll see what starts happening on this background. So let me get this shot here. Awesome, Alana, chin down. So if I gotta overexpose this a little. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful looking shot. Shallow depth of field, we're getting some compression on it, okay? But I've got to really got to work this. Not to mention, right, she's dark skinned. So that's going to be even worse. To expose properly, I've got to expose the background so much more to properly expose her skin. Or right, we're going to have nasty looking lighting, and the background's gone, right? To me, that's not a professional looking portrait. So let's bring in the FJ800 here. That light's going to be about here on her. There are times and occasions where it's got to get further and further away. That's fine. The other thing you want to do, explain to your model where the light is, right? Because it should be obvious where the light is, but you'd be shocked how many times we're working with talent. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a model. Alana's a model, sure, but I could have a bride in this situation, a high school senior in this situation. And what'll end up happening is the light's here, but they start looking off this way. Well, this is just giving them really bad cross light. It's not what we want. So I always explain to people like, look, I need you at me or at the light. Work in this range. Your assistant has to understand the same thing. I can't have my assistant, right, if we think about angles, so from here to here, we've got 90 degrees of angle. The light needs to be at this 45, okay? Unless I'm trying to get a side light pattern, but typically it's gotta be here at 45 degrees. So we're gonna put you right here, Molly. Okay, and I'm gonna put this at half power. I'm gonna underexpose on camera by 1.5 stop. I'm just gonna take a test shot here, Alana. Okay, now the background's looking the way I want, but the light's not. So let's put that power up a little bit higher. I'm gonna bump this up in power. Look towards that light, Alana. Yeah, right there. All right, so now I've got what I'm looking for. I'm dialed in, and you can see a profound difference. I like that word, profound.
I know.
Profound, I'm feeling it.
It was profound of you to say that.
It was very profound of me to say
yeah.
Profound in this moment. But you can see a profound difference in the two images, right? So now we're off to the races. All right, so let's see what you got. I like this, Alana. Body looks good. Get that stance right. Somebody's got to get in there, fix that dress. All right, fix that up. Yep, I like that. Good. The same here. Gorgeous. I like this. Eyes towards the light right there. Molly, switch towards me a little bit. Right there. Here we go. Gorgeous. What is she doing?
She was like,
welcome back. All right, so you might be wondering, do I really need 800 watts of power here? Can I use 400 watts? Can I use the speed light? The answer is no. Let me explain to you why. So we're photographing this we're outdoors, wide open, right? So I'm either at 2.8 on the 7200. I'm about to go to f1.2, and now my shutter speed's gonna be 1/4000th of a second, 1/8000th of a second. So the flash has to work extremely hard to illuminate your subject when the shutter's that fast. I've got other videos on high-speed sync and how it works. Sure, I could photograph at f22 or f18, and then the shutter speed will drop down, right? Maybe it'll be 1/1000, something like that, whatever it ends up being. But it's not gonna look the same. You're not gonna have that milky look. The skin's not gonna look the same. The background's not gonna look the same. So it really comes down to whatever aesthetic you're looking for in your imagery. Did I say that right? Aesthetic? These kids are saying it. Is that right, Molly? Is that the word? Is that I have approval? I have approval from everybody, acknowledging that I've correctly used the word. Anyway, so we can do that, but I want that milky background. So I want to be at 1.2, I want to be at 1/4000th or 1.2 or f2.8 to get that. You're not going to be able to do that typically with middle day FJ400, FJ200. You just need more power, and that's where the 800 comes in. So right now I'm firing 800 bare bulb. Now I don't have a zoom reflector or anything else like that. I've just got the standard reflector. I'm not going to be able to get that much power without that 800, and I'm at full power. That's where I'm going with all this. So now I'm going to go to 1.2. We're gonna take these same pictures, see what they look like. It's gonna be, I already know, it's gonna be
the best one yet.
the best one yet.
No one's ever seen anything this beautiful.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful light ever. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this shot. Now I'm without a doubt pushing the limits on this because I am at 8,000th of a second, but it's working out, right? I don't have to come down on power. I could come down on power just a little bit. So right now, I'm sorry, I lied to you earlier. I said I was at full power. I'm not. I'm actually at 7.8 on the power. I'm gonna come down to 7 flat. So we're just adjusting it. Beautiful looking at me. Chin down, stay there, 1, 2. Can we get both hands in there? Yeah, I love that expression on you, right there. Gorgeous. Here we go, 1, 2. Looking away, 1, 2. I mean, these are just killer. Let me get a couple more here. I want to shoot. I really want to get this hero shot. Here we go, 1, 2. Yeah, I like this a lot. That could be my favorite one. All right, so I'm being greedy.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the day of being greedy. I'm gonna put her up on this now. We're gonna do the same kind of thing with it. All right, so let's get her up there. Let's get her up there.
Okay.
We can do it.
You're not moving. Let's go.
Well, I was hoping the team would do it.
Oh.
Yes, why don't you guys go do it? Oh, well.
The ginger saves the day again.
Why wouldn't your hair and makeup artist bring a light stand? I mean, that just makes sense.
Just casually.
You know what?
walking
Next time
around.
Brandy needs hair and makeup, maybe I got some blush in the glove box. I don't know.
Yeah, blush is what she'll need.
Yeah, that's probably what she'll need.
Yeah.
Eyeshadow? I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Twist to your left a little. Yeah, and now it's coming lower, so you gotta go higher. Molly, I think you skipped arm day. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Alana, let's get this pose right.
You got this.
I want your face this way, body this way. Very, very big, very powerful. Give me the shoulders. I don't mind if you're gonna hold the dress, commit to it. Yep, yeah, but I don't want you getting scrunched. So get big in the shoulders, and your lower body's going too much that way. I need it more towards Alicia. Yep. Can you be up on that toe? I like that. Big in the shoulders and looking off towards that light. More, yeah. Face is okay, bring the eyes back. More face that way. Let the shoulders roll. Yes, shoulders are beautiful. Looking more that way, top of your head tilt. Yes, eyes are gonna go towards that light, okay? Here we go, test shot. I don't love the lower body. I think you still gotta be wide with it, or this. Nah, what if it's just this? I like the hands. What if we're pulling up the dress a little bit? I like that. Stagger them a little bit. Yep, yep. Switch the shoulders. Yes, gorgeous. Molly, almost done. Eyes on me, chin down. Beautiful. Looking off that shoulder. Let the chin go. More, more, more. And let your eyes follow your nose. Bring your eyes back just a little. Not at me. Right there. Gorgeous. Here we go. Little smirky. 1, 2. Give me whatever you got up there. This is an epic scene. What are you feeling? Yes, gorgeous. Here we go. Almost done. Eyes and me, perfect. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So versatile having a light like that. And I know sometimes you think, man, do I really need that much horsepower in a light? But you really do, because when you need it, you need it. And if you're gonna make an investment in a light, I'd rather have 800 watts, 1,000 watts, have that in my bag. I can always dial it down, but it's very tough when you don't have enough power to be able to get the shots you want. And I hope you're loving these wide open shots on an outdoor location. Hopefully that helped you. We'll see you in the next video.